USA put tight visa restrictions for Nigerians, and they also stopped the 5 years multiple visa entry. So many of you are now blaming President Tinubu, saying that it is as a result of his bad reputation. But you people don't know what President Tinubu is doing behind the scene for us. Let me gist you. President Trump have been forcing President Tinubu to accept Venezuela's deportees from the US so that they can be brought down here in Nigeria. But President Tinubu refused, saying that he cannot accept such demands and that Nigeria have its own challenging problems. Do you know that these deportees, majority of them are ex-prisoners? President Trump is looking for where to dump prisoners, Venezuela's prisoners in US prison. Of all countries in Africa, he now cited Nigeria. That is where he wants to put them as his dumping ground. President Tinubu said no, that it will be difficult for Nigeria to accept Venezuela's prisoners. For crying out loud, Nigeria have a population of 230 million people. How can he accept Venezuelans in US prison to be brought here in Nigeria? Because of that, President Trump was not happy. So he refused calling President Tinubu for the meeting he had with some African leaders. And he was not also happy that Nigeria had to join the BRICS summit. Because of that, he had to impose 10% tariff on Nigeria goods and also tighten the visa restriction for Nigeria. Now you can see, if President Tinubu accepts this demand, before you know it, other demands will come. At least this can tell you now that Nigeria have a president that cannot be pushed around. And that is why President Tinubu keep insisting that Nigeria must be self-sustainable. And that is the reason he is doing all these reforms. I have said my own.